Well, today I want to give a very personal speech. It's a speech, I want to tell you something more about what we people can achieve when we dare to ask, and also what we are capable of when working on a common goal. Well, it all started in 6th grade. We girls just had swimming lessons, and after class, I approached my sports teacher. I had seen a performance of our rhythmic sports school team and rhythmic sports gymnastics, and I loved their performance. I loved how they whirled through the air. I admired their wonderful costumes and also the way they did their tricks with rope, hoop, ball, clubs, and ribbon in a seemingly easy and effortless way. Ever since then, I had wondered how I could become a member of this team, how I could join them despite the fact of never having been the thinnest or even most flexible person. So that day, I approached my teacher, shy and close to certain that she would just fend my wishes off. But to my surprise, she told me that the team was still searching for a 5th member, and despite the fact of them training at the same time as my regular class was, she took the responsibility upon herself and let me join the team. Wow. So from then on, despite the fact of the other team members having been training since kindergarten, I became a member of this team, despite the fact of them taking extra ballet classes like forever. I became a member of the team. And despite the fact of some of them even having been German champions, I was then a proud member of the team. Well, you need to know that in competition, usually within a team, only the 4 best scores were counted. So you can imagine that in most cases, I was literally the 5th wheel of the team. But sometimes one of them lost her hoop. Sometimes one of them threw her ball a little too far. And sometimes one of them tangled her ribbon. And then it was my time to shine and also to score some extra points for our team. I really loved this time. I loved being a member of this team, even when the training was challenging many times. I saw places I otherwise would have never seen. I made friends that still are my friends today, and I had experiences I otherwise would have never made. So it was a very great time for me, and I was so glad that I was asking this one time. Fast forward again, a few years later, I was attending a funeral. A person I had known since I was a small girl had died of cancer, way too young. That day, I cried my eyes out, and I thought to myself, if only I had known earlier, if only I could have done something, if only I could have helped. Since that day, I wondered what I could do in order to help people suffering from cancer. Well, at the end of 2020, I founded a startup, a small business, a social business. And it is our task to sell products and then to generate money and to donate it to cancer research. And it was that time that I realized how many things I actually was not able to do. And I recognized that I sucked at quite a lot of things. And I was astonished by how much my family and friends helped me when I told them what I was up to. They helped me create a homepage. They helped me create an online shop. They helped me post on social media. They helped me design products. And most important of all, they supported me emotionally. So you know who you are. Thank you so much for that. But to be honest, numbers weren't really good, also due to the fact that we were in the midst of the COVID pandemic. So I had to come up with something else. And there was one thing I thought of. I knew that there is a famous chef living in our region. His name is Lucky Maurer. What I also knew was that as a young man, he had suffered from cancer himself. And I remembered, well, that as a little balding ginger and also metalhead, he loved wearing caps. And as luck would have it, we also had caps in our range. So, one day, I pulled up to his house. And I hung a bag with 2 of our caps and a nice letter, introducing ourselves and telling him more about ourselves and asking him for support on his store. Because what did I have to lose? In the best case, he would support our cause. And in the worst case, he would just ignore my request. So, time passed and nothing happened. Sometimes I scrolled through social media, and one day I saw him making a post. He was featuring another brand, his favorite cap brand, it said. I was quite disappointed and thought to myself, okay, I get it, he won't support us, he won't feature our brand. But that's fine, it was worth a try, and then I just forgot about it. A few days later, I was hiking with some of my friends. We were in the forests and did not have any access to internet. So when I returned back home and had access to Wi-Fi again, my phone started buzzing like crazy. Message after message came in from my friends. They all read something like, "Kathrin, have a look at Facebook." So I did, and I was screaming with joy. Lucky had made a post. And in that post, he wore one of our caps and he featured our brand. He introduced ourselves to his followers and he also asked them to support us. He told them our story. This post alone already had over 1,000 likes that moment. It was insane. People started getting to know us, people started following us, and most important of all, people started ordering. Wow, such an immense impact. And just think of that, the only thing I did was introduce ourselves and tell our story, asking for support. It was a very little thing, a very easy thing to do, but still it had such a huge impact. Later on, Lucky even called me. He told me that he had an appearance in a local or national TV show, and he also wanted to donate the proceeds of this show to our cause, to cancer research. Wow. So, if someone were to ask me what my essence in life is, it would be this. Ask. Be vulnerable. Show others what's important to you. Tell your story, share your story. In most cases, people will react in a very positive way. Ask, and you will be given. In case you do not ask, you have already lost your chance. So, fast forward again, a few months later, until here, until now, until today, this moment, with me standing in front of you. I was scared of this, but I'm here to use my chance, and I'm here to ask again. This time, I want to ask all of you in this room for support, but not only you, but also you watching this later on. As you know by now, it's a matter of the heart to me. Even when I'm not a scientist in this field, my dream is that one day no one has to suffer or even die of cancer anymore. Many researchers have the problem that they need to fund their research and they're constantly searching for money. I once talked to a professor of another university who's also busy in the field of cancer research, and she told me that she uses over 80% of her time in order to collect funds, in order to fund her team and their research. Isn't that a pity? I think it's a shame. She should use most of her time for what she's best at, and this is research. So, with my business major, I think the best thing that I can do is collect money and create awareness. And I also think that everyone else can also do their share. Now, you might say, but Kathrin, What should I do? I'm just a single person. I'm just a, fill out the blank what's most suitable for you. I'm just a student. I'm just a this or that. I'm just a single person. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a business person. I'm not even a very important person. I'm just like a small bee in this huge world. So what can I do? I'm not as rich as Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or Jack Ma. I do not have the political connections of Mrs. Merkel or Mr. Macron. Neither do I have the social media impact of Heidi Klum or Ronaldo, nor do I have the voice of Beyoncé or Ariana Grande. So, what should I do? I'm just a single person. Of course, the topic of cancer research is important, but what can I do? Well, one thing I was amazed by was the Ice Bucket Challenge in 2014. I think most of you will still remember it. It was going all over the internet. People were pouring ice-cold water over their heads, and they were also donating to ALS research. Over 94 million US dollars were collected through that. I think it was a huge success. And just think of it, only one person started it. Soon thereafter, many research papers were published, and they were funded by this challenge. But not everyone, when you have a dream or you want to reach or accomplish something, not everyone will share your goal or will support you. But please do not be scared off by that. There are 83 million people in Germany alone, 745 in Europe, and 7.6 billion in the whole world. If only a small fraction of those, a small percentage, supported your cause, just imagine what you could achieve. That wouldn't be a small bee anymore, but that would be a huge buzzing beehive. So, to me, the Ice Bucket Challenge showed what people are capable of when they're working together on a common goal. Humans are natural bridge builders. They have traveled and traded for centuries. Just have a look around yourself wherever you are at this moment. I bet that over 99% of the things you're surrounded by were made by someone else than you. Just think of that, how far we humans have come together. There are means like the internet, social media, there are things like modern technology, logistics. It has never been easier to connect than nowadays. So use this. Well, I told you before that I want to challenge you today. I think that the Ice Bucket Challenge was so 2014. We're in 2021 now. So I want to start a new challenge today. I challenge every one of you in this room. I challenge everyone watching this online in a recording later on. And I also want to challenge everyone who I mentioned in this talk. I don't want you to do the Ice Bucket Challenge, but I want you to have some ice cream. I want to start the ice cream eating challenge. I want you to have some ice cream and also donate the value of the ice cream you just enjoyed to cancer research. Depending on the importance of the matter to you, I want you to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or even more scoops of ice cream. And in case you don't have a sweet tooth, then please have a coffee or a snack or whatever you like. Enjoy your ice cream, please donate, and most important of all, push the idea forward. Tell others, share it via social media. And I think that together we could create a huge thing. Don't wait for others to shape our future. Let's shape it ourselves. Well, life is short. Don't waste it. Don't waste your time. Use it for something meaningful. Find something that's important to you. And find others who also fight for the same cause that you fight for. In case you haven't found your why yet, then please support mine. Please have some ice cream and please do the ice cream eating challenge. Just imagine what we could achieve together. So thank you very much.